Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. Tonight, I decided to take a little step back and use a set that's been in the catalog called Colorful Seasons. And this also has thinlits that go with it, seasonal layers. So let's get started and have some fun. So my first card, I came up with this one, and I'll be doing a little bit different, I think, not exactly sure, but my half a sheet of cardstock, scored at 4 1/4, and we'll set that aside. And I've already done the pieces that get layered. It's a little bit easier to do that way, but I am going to show you how I did them. But I'll start with the background. So I'm using Cajun Craze, Grapefruit Grove, and crushed curry. So I did the outside of the leaf. Let me just get this out of the way. Okay, so I did the outside of the leaf with the Cajun Craze, and this is not the background yet. This is the one that would get cut out, but I already did it. So then I took the inside piece and stamped that in the crushed curry. And what I did to give it some more definition is, and these, the bottom layer I'm going to make a little lighter. The top ones I did darker. So I put some of the Grapefruit Grove on it. Whoops. And then went to the Cajun Craze and put some of that on it using the daubers. And then stamped. And then we'll do that again. So the Grapefruit Grove, and then the Cajun Craze. And I'm trying to get this straight without putting my head in, so I might be a little off on these. Yeah, a lot off. Okay. That one came out perfect. So then what I did is when you put it through your Big Shot, you're going to get a white edge. So the first ones I did on the card, oh, actually I did it on the ones that I cut out that I'm going to be using. On the card, I went like after and did it. But for my second one, I decided to do this, so that when you cut it out, you don't get that stark white edge. And it also gave a little bit more definition, because you don't want to always see that white. So it gave a little bit more definition. It'll also fix a little bit of that mistake on that one when I cut it out later for another card. So that's one of my tips for tonight. And then when you take them and cut them out, they look like this, so that you're not seeing all that white edge around it. And if there's some, like this one has a little bit, which isn't really bothering me, but you can always go back and, you know, do the edges like that. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside, and we're going to stamp the background. And basically I did that the same. So I did the Cajun Craze, and I just did that like 3 times. And I'm not going to do a lot. I need, yeah, the lighter one. Huh. It's flying away from me. Okay, so there's the one. And okay, so then I basically did the same thing, try and be a little fat. Whoa. Now I got it. Got to use my left hand. And for some reason, mixing these 2 colors, it gets like a green tinge in there. So that was kind of cool that I didn't have to pull out the green. Just have to know which one you're going into. I'm kind of losing it. Wrong one. You want to get some on the edges or everything looks squished. And then just one more. Right there. Okay, so we're done with that one. Then what I did is I took a piece of Cajun Craze and put that across there. Use your grid paper to line it up. Go up a little. Okay, and then on this, we'll do this one now. I did Thinking of You in Cajun Craze. And actually I might get to the 4th card. But I'll say all 3 were done with Thinking of You. And then, oh look, it's on my fingers. So now we got to fix that a little bit. I think every video I tell you there's always a way to fix it. No one's really going to see your mistakes but yourself. Okay, and then I did the ribbon. So I did a cheat because my fingers have been bad. So I did that. And I'm going to try adding this one as well and see how it looks. And I just secure it on the back. Oh, bad fingers. All right, let's try that again. Okay. So once you have that down, you can take another piece. And hopefully it's going to stay. I should, you know what, I'm going to put it down to the back. Then I know it's going to stay. Okay, that's more better. Now where's the piece I cut? Right there. So then I slide this through and just tie a knot. And of course you don't want it to be twisted or it doesn't work. Untwist it. See, even my cheat's not working today. My fingers are not good. I may have to give up bows. Okay, so there's the cheat. And then I took these three and put some of my favorite dimensionals on them. I think I cut some of these. Maybe not. I did. Okay, and then on the greeting, we have to back that also. So that went on the bottom. Oh. And one more. And then to secure that ribbon a little better, my glue dots, which are among the missing. Well, you get the idea. Little glue dot under there. We'll pretend it went there. And that is the first card. So let's get rid of some of this mess. Oh, Megan, Olive, and Joyce, and Linda, Deborah. Let me see who else is here. Deb Lehigh, Deborah Culberson, my three Deborahs, Sue. Who else we got? That's it. I love you guys. Okay, so next card. Let's get rid of this. Oh, I never mounted that other card. Ha ha. Very funny gal. And it gets mounted on that. Silly. How did I do that? Now it's finished. Duh. Okay, so this one, I pre-did everything. We're just going to do a little bit of stamping on it, just for the thinking of you. This paper is from the farmhouse. So it's like a wood grain. Merry Merlot. And this is the gray Granite. So we're going to put this on top of that. Layering squares. This goes on top of the other. And then the leaf I cut through and then put it through, what are they called? Help me out, Sue. Goodness, I can't think. Cannot think. But it'll be on the video when I put it on YouTube. And I put that there. Now for the ribbon, also a cheat. And this is the Merry Merlot, and it's the reversible. See if I can get it right the first time. Oh, and look what I found. Seek and you shall find. So we're going to put this right down on the base. And I'm going to take the Thinking of You, clean it from the last time. Make sure it's the right side up, because it's always backwards. Stamp the Thinking of You. I'm going to put my ink away. Okay. Better. Maybe wider is better for me. So just trim off the edges. And it looks like a regular bow, I think. And secure it. So now you know it's not going anywhere once you put that glue dot on it. And then this I put at an angle. And that's it. Easy peasy. And what I did, one I did in the white, the other I did in the gray Granite. So I'm not sure which I like better. Now the other card. Ooh. Now I saw something similar on Pinterest and decided to make it my own. So this paper comes from the 6x6 wood textures, and there's really a lot of different wood. And that's the bottom. And what I did, now they're all going to come out different. Let me show you. Like, you're not going to get two the same unless there's I think four sheets in each. But you can see on this one, I use this piece here. And then there's not a lot of these little ones. So let's see how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to leave some of that. And we'll make this a little bit smaller. And just quickly cut around it. And then secured that down there. Okay. Let me just get this ready. And get rid of these ribbons. Okay. So that just goes down on the bottom. Now let me do it this end, because I do have to cut a little bit of it off. You just cut your excess off. And then I took this, and you know how I put my glue in a little detailed bottle, which you're going to see how it really pays off in a second. So that goes there. And then before I put it together, I emboss this in white. So I want to go ahead and do that so that it doesn't warp the card. So let me clean this off again. And we're going to use the Versamark. But first, I swear this was clean. Alright, let's hope it doesn't stick, because I don't see where I put my little thing. And it's upside down as usual. And it wasn't totally clean, which won't really matter. I think my pad was dry. So then we're going to take some white embossing powder. And it missed a part. Hopefully I can fix that with the white pen. If not, don't tell. You can turn any time now. There's the magic. Alright, now is when I wish I was an art teacher, where I could do these things better. But I'm going to take the white pen, and it's a little whiter than the other, but it'll work. Who's gonna know except you guys? Okay, so then this is where that detailed ink, and I'm only going to do 2 layers. On the other card I did 3. But a lot of times I like to cut out extra and layer them because it just gives it a nice effect. Alright. This is definitely not my night. So with this I can get little dots and not worry about a big clunk coming out. And I'm going to layer one on top of the other. And it does give you a little bit of wiggle room to come back. And then I'll put it down on the card. I think some of the glue I filled this with was older and it's got some lumps in it. And they're blocking it. So I put that down. And then again I cut off. Look at my hands, Mama. And I cut off the excess. Then with the shimmer paper, now let me put this together before I do that. And I'll just use this. It'll help empty some of it out so I can put some better glue in it. I cannot believe how much ink I got on my hands. And that's without doing an ink technique. Okay. And we're going to layer that on the very vanilla. Hopefully there's no ink on it. My fan is blowing everything. Okay, and then just to jazz it up, and without having to, you know, stamp and make yourself crazy, on the glimmer paper, I cut out a few small leaves. And voila. And that'll dry. So that was 3. So let's see if we can get this one done. I started it and I was going to put it together and then do another one, and I said, I'll just put it together with everybody watching. We're going to see if it's going to work. Because what I did, instead of stamping, I cut them out with the thinlits. This piece I ran through and then took ink and just darkened spots on it. But when I ran these through, I decided I didn't really want to pull all of these out. I want to leave some in, some out. If some fall, it's okay. So I just have to decide on how I want these. and then hopefully the glue is going to hold them. I might just do that. It's sticking to me. Okay. So let's see. Figure if you put enough glue, it's gotta hold them down. If a few fall out, that's okay too, because I want some in, some out. But it should hold the ones that are falling. As I touch it, more are like falling out. Not sure if I want the gold. Yeah, I do want the gold one. And I think I'm going to pop that up. So let's try that. I'm so sticky. I'm so sticky. This is a new package of dimensionals, and I think they've made a change to them. It seems easier that they're coming off. Okay, and then that I'm just going to put down. I think I like it right there. And oh, my soap is going to love me. I use charcoal soap to wash the ink and glue, and it really, really does work. So I'm going to bring everything back in my little catastrophe fingers here. And these were the cards. These were the cards. And I thank you all for joining me tonight. Sorry for my little mess ups, but I think they came out pretty good, even with my sticky hands and all. So I will see you Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Good night.